Hello everyone, it's Janet here with another design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts and the Wild Bunch. The challenge this month was to do some Christmas ornaments, so I made up some ornaments using some pictures, and I made them out of burlap. And what I did is I took and cut out a shape on my Cricut machine. Cut out the shape right here on just some cardstock, and then I traced it on burlap and cut out 2 pieces for each ornament. And in the center, I just cut out a piece like this size of a cardstock to give it a little more firmness. So I put that in the center, and then I just stitched around the edges. You could just use glue too. You wouldn't have to use a sewing machine. So that's what I used for that. So the first ornament is of my granddaughter Lexi. This was taken at her first holiday party at Lavender Hills, and she looked so pretty, and I wanted to continue the theme of the red and the pink for her because I probably will be making up all of her gifts in those colors. So I used the red burlap for that. So I stitched around the edges with pink stitching, bright pink stitching. And then I put her picture on some red cardstock and inked around the edges. And then this is just a little spray from my stash. And then underneath here, I used the silk fuchsia ribbon. And the product number is SK00013. This is just some of that beautiful, beautiful silk ribbon. So I made a bow and stuck it underneath there. And then I used some of the gorgeous off-white pearl string, WD00023, and I also made a bow in that and kind of draped it around the edges. And then this poinsettia is from the 10 large red flower poinsettias, CX00055. And if you'll notice the color difference, these are pretty orange red, and I wanted more of a velvet red, so I used my red velvet glimmer mist just on top of the flower. I folded down the green leaves so that they wouldn't get colored, and then I just sprayed a little bit of the red velvet on top because I wanted the deeper red color for this project. And then also over here I used one of the wooden hearts from the mixed Christmas wooden shape embellishments, CX00068. And I had to have that little heart on there. So that is the ornament for Lexi, and I also put a little string up here and I stitched that in there so it won't come apart. So that is the ornament there. I love using pictures because it's just a great way to remember the holidays, and this will be her first Christmas, so this will be a special remembrance of that. And the second ornament, I used the natural colored burlap for that, and this is a picture of my youngest daughter and her husband. They just moved into a new house, and this is their little town Christmas tree lighting ceremony that they had downtown, and she had this picture, so I thought it would be really cute to put on an ornament for her. So on this one I used the natural with red stitching all the way around the edges, and I used the stitch that it's number 5 on my sewing machine, but it has 3 stitches in one, so it's not just a plain stitch. And for this one I used the red silk ribbon, and let's see, I'll put the number down below, but it's like the fuchsia, but it's the red silk ribbon. So I will put the number down below. And then I used some of the red Divine Baker's Twine, and that is WT00007, and I have some of that going over the red fuchsia bow, and then back along here. This is a flower from my stash, and this is a piece also from my stash. I love to use those Christmas picks and tear them up and use them for different projects. And this reindeer is just adorable, and that comes in a pack of 6 wooden reindeer embellishments from Wild Orchid Crafts, and the number is CX00067. And I just thought that was adorable and really went well with the natural burlap. So that is that ornament there. Again, I used some ribbon and it's sewn in the top there. So that is the other ornament. So I hope everyone enjoyed, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!